Hello, everybody. It is Sharon from Vivid Days Art, and I am so excited to be taking part in this Christmas in July collaboration with many other amazing artists. Thank you so much, Claire from Claire's Crafty Corner, for organizing this, and I appreciate you sharing the love, getting amazing creators from all over the world to share their processes and hopefully put a little bit of warm fuzziness in everybody's soul. For me, I'm really grateful because it is winter in Australia, and yes, where I am in Jerrabomber, it is freezing. It is negative degrees, and I've recently been skiing for the first time, so this has put me in the mood. For my process, I am working on a jam jar, and I am adding a little bit of that white into my resin. I didn't want it to be a solid white because I knew I was going to turn this into a candle. Now with this one, it's almost like, if you were watching, what's the one with the pottery? Ghosts. You got to be able to rub that resin into that glass. So you do a very small coat with it, and the reason I was rubbing it is one, to make sure it's evenly coated, and also to control it not going over the edge. Now I am sprinkling my gold directly onto the resin, and you'll see it going like powder, and then like magic it starts to bleed into the resin and creates an amazing effect. Now when you've got it on a tumbler like I have, it's going to keep changing and turning. Now don't worry about the ones that's dripping off. I get to scoop it up, and you'll see it in my video, and put it back on. You might be thinking, well, why, Sharon? Well, I was trying to control it and just apply it in a almost controlled area. And what I mean by that is gold can bleed quite far and can take over a lot of things, but I also didn't want it to be too gold, and I wanted it to have a nice balance of white and a little bit of transparency, just so when I start layering my winter vibes, I don't know, it just felt like Christmas to me. Any one of these processes are optional. Any one of these colour schemes are optional. But if you've never just sprinkled your mica powders onto your resin, have a little go. See what magic you create with it. Why am I scraping the clear off the bottom? Well, because the gold was too solid there. And like I mentioned, I wanted it to be a little bit more blended and not so obvious with one solid colour. Now I encourage you to just play around with it until you get a balance that works for you. If you've not done this on a tumbler before, please don't get too attached to what image you put on there, because it is going to keep rotating around and the colours are going to continue to bleed and spread. But you will see very soon the end result, and I found a happy balance. Anyway, I just want to shout out, I cannot wait to see all the other creations from this collaboration. I know that I am going to be so inspired for future up and coming projects, and I hope that this video also inspires you for future projects. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for visiting. I know that we're all very busy people, so any visit, whether it just be for a few moments or you watch the whole process, I am internally grateful. But if you think it's worth it, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, maybe leave a comment, share. It all helps us artists out there continue to, encourage us to continue to share our processes. We're now looking at the final stage of the first stage, and you can see the gold has taken over quite a lot, but there's still enough of that white subtly coming through the background. These are rub-on stickers that I got from Temu. These ones are actually quite expensive, so I am looking into creating my own images and maybe printing them out, but we'll see, because like many other artists, there's probably absolutely many projects that we've already got stock for, but we still keep buying stock and we still got lots of projects to make. But I felt for this project, these stickers added so much value, and this will be on my centerpiece for Christmas. So I cannot wait for that. Now for this, I was just working on placement. The stickers, you could create a winter scene like I did, or you could use them individually for smaller projects. it just took me back to being a kid again, that rubbing off. Did you ever have those tattoos that you'd put a bit of water on your skin, put them on, and then rub it a little bit and pull it off, and you're like, hey, I got a tattoo? And, well, you never really. Anyway, I'm Sharon, I'm digressing, but putting these on, I was just twisting it up a little bit at the back just to make sure it had adhered. And I was like, yes, I like this. And it was just fun. It was relaxing, and you still felt like you were creating your own image, even though this was preset, because you've got to pick out a nice composition, complementing colour schemes. And I was just slowly working my way around until I felt that I had a good image. And I picked some from both cards. Mainly it was from the deers and the winter scene, but then I come in and add a little bit of redness just to give a little pop, and I layer some buildings in front of each other and some snow just to help create depth. When you feel that you've got the balance that's right for you, you just want to come in, you want to add another layer of resin to adhere all that together. Now with the second layer of resin, again, it's a very thin layer that you do. I added some super sparkle white to it this time, so I kept it, other than the super sparkle white, I didn't add any more colour because I felt that it was very rich and very vibrant, and I just love the angelicness of it. And just by adding that super sparkle white, I'm getting to it, it creates that feeling of snow falling. And it's quite subtle, it's not there all the time, but as when you have a candle lit inside there, or you've got different lights reflecting on it, just gives you that feeling of Christmas. I mean, I am going to go snowboarding. I never snowboard. Skiing again. And this winter theme just makes me want to go and enjoy it now. I will add some photos to some up and coming videos of the snow. Yeah, I hope you enjoy that. But let me know what you think to this process. If you've tried this yourself, but you think, hey Sharon, here's a hot tip I'd love to share with the community, I would love to hear that from you. And yeah, keep in contact, keep going back and seeing what other projects I'm working on. I was so excited at this stage because I got myself like a candle making kit. It's a wick one. It's not really candle making. It just creates you a hot surface where you can put your wax in there. It gets it to a temperature that is the right temperature, and then you have a little valve that releases it into your candlestick or your jar like I've got. Now this is designed for you to be able to lock in safely a candle making like container, but I wanted to add it directly into my jam jar, and I didn't quite have enough time to fully lay it set, but I still managed to light it for you. Anyway, it's got until Christmas for me to set, but look at that little bit of sparkle that's glistening there. Look how those lovely transfers just add so much value, and yeah, I feel Christmas. I hope wherever you are in the world, you are safe and well, and I hope for the 1st of July, we creatives managed to take you on a magical journey and you believe in Christmas. Bye bye.